Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another BTNeanderthal video. Today, we're going to be covering Project Diablo 2 versus Diablo 2 Resurrected. So, first things first, what is Project Diablo 2? Project Diablo 2 is a mod, a community-made mod, led by Senpai Something, which is basically a mod where there's more endgame content, there's balance changes, there's seasons where things just change and the meta changes every season, which is around every 4 months, and there's more Ubers and dungeons and boss fights, and also a huge amount of quality of life. So now with that out of the way, what are some of the things that actually really make Project Diablo 2 good? So as I said before, there's build changes. Basically, you can start almost any build that you want or that looks interesting to you, and then play it all the way from level 1 all the way to 99 or whatever it is. Now, there's exceptions, of course, for example, item-based builds where it requires an item, like O skills and things like that. But huge quality of life improvements, like loot filters and hotkeys like you would see in D2 Resurrected. There's also things such as the charm inventory, which we'll show you right here. We have the charm inventory, which has the bottom section, which allows charms to be active, and you can just have all charms down here. We also have an inventory up here that you can just farm like normal. So it's like double the size of inventory, but only charms work in the bottom half. So huge quality of life there. And then the stash is also just bigger. Unfortunately, no shared stash, but gold is also twice as much as the normal capacity. Then, overall, we have things like Mercenary improvements, which Mercenaries now can hold belts, boots, and gloves. And they also are improved AI, and they're all viable. So Act 3 Mercenaries are used, Act 1 Mercenaries are used, Act 2 Mercenaries are used in a different way, Act 5, etc. And they're all balanced and changed. Every season, there's changes to this. Also, you have little things such as the XP bar and things like that as well. So, what else? We got a very receptive community and actual moderation. Also, PD2 is free to play as long as you have D2R and D2 LOD. So be aware of that. Then we also have so many different builds here, as you can see, with reworked skills, balances, and all that stuff. Also, this mod supplies single player or provides single player inspection, and items just drop more often in this as well. So in addition to all that, with all the additional items and all these different quality life changes and the community listening, you can also play anywhere that you want. So for example, if you're playing from Europe and you want to play with your friend, but he's kind of just leeching, or he needs a rush, you can choose European servers that are close to you to make the rush really well for you or go well for you, or vice versa. So there are servers that you can just choose from. So there's no region locked gameplay here, which is great. There's also single player, like I said. And then in addition to all the new item changes and balancing and additional item drops, they also have things such as orbs of, world stone shards, what they're called, but they basically corrupt the item, and what that does is give an item a chance to have a higher stat, or add a stat, or add sockets to it, or whatever it might be, at the risk of a small risk of losing the item altogether, re-rolling it into a rare. So there are mechanics like that, and tons more endgame. And then also on top of all that, the best thing ever is that they don't have loading screens. For people that have played D2R, D2R has massive loading screens, and PD2 just does not. So there's more mobility for each character. It's not just Enigma every season, and things are changed. Also, for the PvPers out there, you have PvP that is supported as well and always actively being changed and balanced. And then you can also play PvP on hardcore in a PvP arena, so that way you don't lose your character when you die. It's pretty cool. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. Project Diablo 2 is really fun and really cool. Also, we have a Diablo 2 Project Diablo 2 planner coming out if it's not out already. So definitely check that out as well. Thank you very much. This is BTNeanderthal. Thank you so much for watching. If you have more questions about Project Diablo 2, feel free to ask me on Twitch or in the comments. Thank you all. You're all beasts.